Sacred Ascension. This is a general reading for the month of June and the sign of Virgo. As with all forms of divination, please use your intuition and discernment to determine which parts of the reading are applicable to your individual situation. This will be an intuitive reading, which means I may receive messages that seem random or inconclusive. If they don't completely resonate with you, it doesn't mean that the reading is not for you, okay? Just keep an open mind and feel free to check out your other placements for a more complete understanding of your messages. All right, with all that out of the way, let's begin. We're going to start with a 6-card spread. I will have 3 additional cards below that will act as either clarifiers or, more often than not, the energy moving forward. I will also have a advice animal oracle card that's going to be face down until the end of the reading. We will check that out, and hopefully it will tie together something that we've already discussed, or it'll give us a little bit of extra information that we had not yet thought of. 5 of Wands. I don't know why I went to put it over there. I always put it over here. Weird. Page of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Ten of Swords. The Devil. Slide these over a little bit so we can see everything. All right, let's get to the Oracle card next. Leave him face down. Alright, get these last 3 cards here, guys. And we will get going. Page of Wands. We got a couple jumpers. What we got? We have 6 of Swords. We have the Fool. Alright, guys. So right off the bat, I see that there is a decision that needs to be made. The decision's been put off for quite some time. The decision is, well, it could be a number of things. It could be a decision to continue the path that you're already on, but I see that you're tempted to start a new path. You've been in this Queen of Pentacles energy. I don't think that this is exclusive to this month. I think that just knowing like the Virgos in my life, you guys are very career oriented, and the Queen of Pentacles is very Virgo-ish, at least the ones that I know and I've dealt with in my experience. So I feel like that this isn't exclusive to this month. I think that you've kind of been in that for a while. And I see that you've been tempted by, there's something that is intriguing to you, and it might be outside of the realm of what you normally are known to do or what you normally expect of from yourself. So I think that there's been a little bit of internal conflict in deciding if you should take this other path or pursue this other interesting idea. I don't know whether this is a business venture that you are looking at, or if this is a romance. I'm not really seeing much romance. I'm seeing that this is more in like the personal growth realm as far as readings go. I'm seeing that if you choose that you want to add a little bit more, I think you're wanting to make a move to something a bit more passionate. I think obviously you're passionate about your work and your career building and stuff like that, but I think that you're at a point of such contentness right now in the career space that you're actually looking to expand into another realm, something that's going to bring you a little bit more happiness, something that maybe you don't have the most experience in, but you're willing to dive in there and give it a try. And I would say for you Virgos that go for it. You should have the confidence by now after you've seen whether you've had success in the business realm or the career, the areas of career. You should not fear putting more on your plate, because I think that you guys can handle it, and I think that the energy that you've been in is indicative of you, that you can handle it. So I think that what is kind of being thrown in your direction by the universe this month is, I think that they're going to be tempting you with switching it up a little bit. I think that many of you are creatures of habit. You've been doing the same things for many weeks, many months, perhaps for some of you many years. So I think that the universe is wanting to prod you and tempt you a little bit with the idea of expanding on you already have the things that you do consistently. I think you have down to a science. So I think the universe is saying, when are you going to test yourself again? When are you going to let this Page of Wands energy enter your life? When are you going to do something foolish? When are you going to start something new? When are you going to embrace that other creative side of you? You focus so much on career, you focus so much on resource, and it seems that you're doing well with those things, but I think that deep down you're wanting a little bit more, or perhaps you have grown a bit too content. So the universe is saying, hey man, you're getting awfully comfortable. I need you growing. I need you expanding. I need you trying new things. I need you stepping out of what you're comfortable with. Because it seems that you've done so well with what you're comfortable with that you almost need to be tested. You've forgotten what it was like to be tested. You wonder what it is about your life that it made it so easy. Well, I think the universe is saying, well, it's been easy because you've been acting in your strengths, Virgo. And your strength's been in career. It's been in taking care of business, doing the simple things over time. I think many of you have embraced that Knight of Pentacles energy as well, to where you've just been slowly and methodically working on your career and your financial well-being for so long. I think many of you you got that under control and you've just been killing it. And I applaud you for that. It's wonderful. But there's so much more. That's only one aspect of who you are. It's yes, and I understand, the Virgo, they're the career people. But yes, there is more to you. There's something else clawing just beneath the surface. And I think that it's been on your mind for quite some time. I think it's something that you've been asking yourself, when do I make the next move? Or, I think perhaps you needed this nudge from the universe, because I think, like I said, you've been such a creature of habit that you have just been maybe going through the motions the last little bit. So the universe is saying, well, I think that you're a master of your own space, Virgo, but I'm about to throw you a curveball. And I think the curveball, one, I think you can smash it out of the park. But the whole point of the reason why that was even interjected into you is, I think that this devil energy that you have, I think it's complacency. I think that you had your basics down, and you've been doing those for so long, and you've nailed it. You've been killing it. But now, perhaps you're even feeling a bit unfulfilled. Perhaps you feel like like an internal struggle where you're going, I thought there'd be more. Like, I made it, but I thought there'd be more than this. I thought that there'd be something else to do. I thought, I would feel more fulfilled. Well, maybe that is your sign to start looking at other realms of possibility. Start looking at other things outside of career to bring you happiness. Look at other things outside of purely work, which you can transmute your creativeness. You can be a workhorse and a hoss at the office and still come home and reveal a different side. You don't have to have that creature of habit mentality where I do things the same way every time. You want to, in the spaces in which you're comfortable, continue that energy. I think it's worked well for you in the workplace, in your career, at the office. Continue those things. Don't sacrifice the things that have put you in a place of abundance and well-being. However, I think that the universe is trying to get you to think of things a little bit differently. When you get home after work, let's not do the same thing every single day. Don't come home and just kick on the TV and have a seat and then you go to bed and do it all over again. I think the universe is prompting you, the 2 Page of Wands, a Fool. Have a little spontaneity. I think the Two of Swords is wanting you to make that decision of, I think it's time for me to step outside my comfort zone a little bit, outside of the career. And I think you would be surprised at how much that would improve your life at work if you started fulfilling yourself in other ways outside of the workplace. You'll be able to harness that creative energy and you'll bring it with you to the office. You're not going to be missing out. If anything, it's going to make you a more well-rounded person. It's going to allow you to bring more things to the table, not less. And I think that that's part of what this devil energy is you feel like if you make this decision to start doing things a little bit differently, in your head, you are sacrificing the things that you've done. And I'm saying they can work hand in hand. You don't have to sacrifice your Queen of Pentacles energy to enter this Fool energy. They're not mutually exclusive. But I think that the way that you've existed for so long, it's been, I don't have time for what makes me happy because I'm doing work. And yes, I know that your work also brings you joy, but it's a different type of joy. This is the Fool to me a lot of times, and especially with this deck, it's almost like a blind creative energy. It's a no fear mentality. You see that the snake is just looking at her, but it's no fear. And I think that that's what the universe is wanting you to embrace. It's to say, I can be all of these things at work and be who I am, but when I get home, I kick off the work boots and I become something new. I become someone who's passionate about poetry, or I become passionate about cooking, or nature or walking. And I 100% will tell you, when you start incorporating these other aspects of what brings you joy outside of work, and you start incorporating those things into your everyday life, it is going to blow you away at how much it affects your energy at work. Your coworkers will be more drawn to you. You're more well-rounded. You're a multifaceted individual. I can exist outside of my career. I am happy outside of my career. Yes, I love what I do for a living, and I love making money, providing for myself, accumulating resources. I love all of those things, but I have these other passions. I have a life outside of work. I don't let myself be drawn into the mundane of get up, go to work, come home, eat, sleep, repeat. You have to exist outside of that safe box that you created yourself. It served its purpose. It allowed you to enter this energy that many of you are sitting in now. So now the question is, what's the next step? What is going to prompt you to move in that direction? So that's what I'm seeing, guys. Let me see what this guy, oh, how weird. And I love when stuff like this happens. That's the seal, right? I'm going to read it to you. Hard work and inspiration are the foundation of true creativity. You can't make this stuff up, guys. Hard work and inspiration are the foundation of true creativity. You have the hard work down. Page of Wands. Inspiration. Where's the inspiration coming from? You got to step out of this devil energy. Step out of the monotony. Step out of doing the same thing every day. And use your hard work and inspire yourself. And have some true creativity. Step into this Fool energy. I had said, to me, this is creative. It's time, guys. The universe is letting you know that you're becoming stagnant. And it's not because you're not a hard worker. You are a hard worker. But part of what's causing this is you're working so hard that sometimes you don't see the bigger picture. Sometimes you don't see that you could actually improve your work life by having a life outside of work. That being more well-rounded, all it does is it helps you. It helps you at work. It helps you in life. So my challenge for you guys this month is find something outside of work that's bringing you passion, and let's start getting it. All right? I think you'll be surprised at how beneficial it will be for you. I thank you guys for tuning in to the reading. You should like and subscribe because we're going to have more stuff coming. More spiritual type videos. We're going to talk about shadow work and some mindfulness and meditation and some other things like that. So if you want to check those out, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss them. And I hope you guys tune in for the next one. Have a blessed day.